everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Python Brains. Hope you all are well, and I expected that you already covered the previous sessions. The latest previous session that we covered, that is a control flow statement part A. In part A, we covered if and if else statement, and in this part B, today we learn about nested if and while loop. Before starting this session, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, then please subscribe and get all the updates. So, what is nested if else statement? Nested if else statement allows you to check for multiple text expression, multiple text conditions or values, you can say that, and execute different codes for more than two conditions. Okay, so that means in a simple language you can understand what is nested if. Nested if means if within a if is called a nested if. Okay, so what is the syntax of nested if statement and what is the example of nested if statement we can understand. So this is the syntax of nested if else statement. First we'll write one if condition, then another if condition is within the first one. Okay, and then the statements are there, else is there. So how it executes? First, this condition will check. If this is true, then it move to the next condition. If this is false, then it directly move to the else, right? So if this is true, then we check for next if condition. If this is also true, then this statement is executed. If this is false, then this is the else of this if, okay? And this is the else of this if. So this is the way how we can use the nested if else statement. Let's take the example, a very simple. In this example, I just want to input one number and check that number is positive, negative, or zero. So first I input one number using the input statement. I input the float number. If you want, you can input an integer number also. So I check if my number is greater than equal to 0. If that is true, then the next condition check. If that is false, then we directly move to the else and print negative number. Very simple. But if it is true, then what happened? Num is greater than equal to 0. Yes, it is true. Then I write num equal to 0. I check that is 0 or greater. So if it is 0, that means this condition is true. Then it prints 0 and finish. But if this is false, then it moves to the else statement and I write print positive number. Simple. So this is the way how we can check a number is positive, negative, or 0. In this example, we will learn about the iteration statement, that is loop. So what is the iteration statement? So iteration statement are used to execute a block of statement as long as the condition is true. That means looping means one condition is there. If you just want to execute that condition multiple times, okay, then we use iteration statement. Loop statements are used when we need to run the same code again and again. In this, we have three types of statements: iteration statement, while loop, for loop, and nested for loop. In today's session, we cover only while. So what is while loop basically? It is used to execute a block of statement as long as the given condition is true. And when the condition becomes false, the control will come out of the loop. The condition is checked every time at the beginning of the loop. Now, what is the syntax? What all are the rules for while statement? So, in the while, first of all, I'll just given this condition and then statements. This is the very simple. Suppose that I just want to print counting from 1 to 4. So, all I initialize the start value. So, I write x is equal to 1. Then I check condition. And here that is up to me. I just want to print till 10. So give there 10. Okay. So I write x is less than equal to 4. This is my condition. Then I print x. Now, X is 1, right? So 1 is there. Yes, my condition is true. It prints 1. Then X value increase. Now X is 2. Now the compiler goes to while, not this statement. Okay. So again, while 2 is less than equal to 4, yes, it is true. It prints 2. Similarly, this block, this loop continues until and unless the condition is false. This is a flowchart for the while loop. We enter in the while loop. If my condition is true, then this repeat again and again until my condition is true. If here we will start that while loop with else. If I just want to give some else condition also. So in this, again, I start with the initial value x is equal to 1, while x is less than 3. Then I print yes inside while loop 1, and then now x value is 2. Now 2 is less than 3, again it prints inside while loop value of x is 2. Okay. Once the while loop or x value is 3, then the condition is false. Then it moves to the else part and it prints inside else value of x is x. Now that means this is outside the while. So this is the concept of while loop with else. We have infinite while loop. What is that? See, I write x is equal to 5. Okay, and give condition while x is equal to 5, then print inside loop. So x is 5 and give the same condition there. So x is 5. That's it. I'm not giving any increment statement. I'm not giving any decrement statement, nothing there. So what happened in this program? This continuous inside loop, print inside loop, inside loop, inside loop. That's it. Not terminating. Any terminate statement is not there. So how this loop terminates? Next, we will see the examples of if, else, and while loop practically whatever we learn in today's session. Let's see the example of if else first. I write x is equal to int input, enter a number. Right? Now I just want to check this number is positive, negative, or 0. So I write if x is greater than equal to 0, then in the next condition I write if x equal to 0, then I print here, yes, your number is 0, right? Else of this number is a positive number, and here the else of the first if I write print your number is negative. Okay, so this is the simple concept that we have. Okay, now see, this is my number. First is take this condition. If this is true, then only it's check for this condition. If this is false, it directly move to the else part. Okay, now when I run this program, so I'll just save it first. As if I can save this. Okay, and now when I run this, it asks enter a number. I enter 5. So your number is positive. When I run this program again, and it asks for again, enter a number. So in this, I enter -5. Its output is your number is negative because this is false. Once this is false, no use of this. Okay, directly move to the else state. Okay, so now see one example of while loop. So I just want to print counting, a simple counting program. Okay, so I write x is equal to 1. X is equal to 1, then I write while x is less than equal to 10. Okay, then I print x. Okay, and x is equal to x plus 1. Simple. Okay, now So when I run this program, it prints counting till number 1 to 10. Simple one. Okay. Now in the next program, if I just want to check for else also, so I can write else and print. I can give a simple condition here, simple statement there, while else. Here I'm giving a simple statement while else. Now like program, then this printed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and while ends. Because after 10 the condition is false and it moves to the else part, and in the else part it's already there whilst and. You see one more example of while loop. In that, if I just want to print a table of any number, okay, I write x is equal to 4. Okay, I just want to print a table of number 4. Then I give an initial value I is equal to 1 and I give condition here while I is less than 11, because my table is start from 1 until number n. Okay, my table runs from number 1 to number 10. So that's why here I'm giving a value of 11. If you just want to give 10 here, then I write I is less than equal to 10. Okay, now in this, what I write, I just take one variable and x times I. Okay, and here I print simply, very simple thing, x comma, then in quotation, asterisk sign I just required there. So I write asterisk, okay, comma, I, okay, then comma again, then equal to sign I required as in the table, okay, and then comma v, final value, okay, and at end I write I is equal to I plus 1. Now let's see this example. When I run this, so it prints my table of 4 like this. Okay. So how it works? I is equal to 1 is there. So I is less than 11. I know that. So x is what? X is 4 times 1. It's 4. So I print in such a way. 4 times 1 is my variable equal to sign and the value of v, 4. It's there. Now value of I is 2 now. Okay. So 4 times 2, 4 times 3, like that it prints. In today's session we cover nested if and while loop. In the next session we cover for loop. So don't forget to subscribe Python Brain. Thank you very much. And if you have any doubt, you can mail us on our mail ID. We'll be very happy to help you in your Python journey.